Hello YouTube, back once again with my film reviews, and the other night I saw the new film from the writer and director of Whiplash, La La Land, and let's talk about this movie. The plot of this movie, it is about an aspiring actress played by Emma Stone and an aspiring musician played by Ryan Gosling in modern day Hollywood, even though it does seem to kind of do like the It Follows thing of like technically it takes place in present day because of some of the technology it uses, but it does seem to like pay very much tribute to like an earlier time in history and like this definitely had like a 50s vibe to it, but what whatever, I digress. And yeah, the two of them meet, and it's just about how the two of them push each other to pursue their dreams and the relationship they form. And I've been hearing nonstop praise about this movie, just how like so many critics are saying like it's the best movie of the year, like best movie musical ever made, like if not one of all the all-time best, if not the best. And so I could not be more excited to see this movie just for the fact going off that praise and the fact this was from the writer and director of Whiplash. And let's get into the good and bad of this movie. The good, let me first say Emma Stone as the main character. She's incredibly charming. She's Emma Stone, and I've always found her a very charming actress. And even though I don't think she doesn't break her like traditional casting of just like the quirky, like just like really charming, likable every woman. This is still very much that. I still think she does play really well, and she is still incredibly charming in this. And I do have to give her credit; she's actually a pretty good singer. I did not know that about Emma Stone, and so when she has to sing, she does it pretty well. I was surprised, so good for her. But the performance I was much more impressed by was Ryan Gosling as the main male role of this movie, and I just thought he did a great job, just because it's supposed to be his character. He's just completely obsessed with jazz and just, like, appreciates it so much and is just so saddened by the fact that jazz is dying nowadays. That, like, his passion, just like how he talks about it, he really did make me believe just how much he believed in jazz for me in the end to this movie. Like, I never thought like this was a guy like just like acting. Like, I just did. If you told me Ryan Gosling did care about jazz as much, I would believe you just for the fact of his performance in this. And I just enjoyed the fact he was kind of a smug dick in this movie, but it worked because he was likable. Because you always could tell, even though he was a smug dick, like, it was always about like his passion. It was always about his passion for jazz, and it's just one of those things. He wants more people to appreciate. He gets really annoyed how not enough people appreciate it. So I thought Ryan Gosling, I thought he gave the best performance of this film. So these two were great, and the two of them, they both shared really great chemistry with each other. They were both tons of fun and really charming, and you really bond to the relationship. The cinematography in this movie is spectacular. Everything from the lighting, like this whole movie has like such a warm glow for me, and like whether it be like warm purples or blues, it just has such a wonderful, appealing to the eye look. The big problem with most movie musicals, and I always hate when people say just like when they make movie musicals, why don't they just do a recording of the stage show? Because that doesn't work, because you need to have an artificial, you need to have an energy going, and you don't have that if you're not sitting in the audience. So movies always have to come up when they're doing a musical, come up with their own artificial energy, like how they shoot it and how they edit it. And the cinematography of this movie does a great job at creating an artificial energy. Like, I felt the energy of all the music and dances in this movie, and I always have to give credit for movie musicals when they're able to pull that off. And it was one of the most amazing things about this movie is so many of the dance scenes, most of them, until there's like a transition of area, like they're in a completely different area, like they're all meant to look like one long continuous shot, and it does really work. It does always look like one continuous shot, and it is really impressive. And that gets me into one of my other big praises of this movie, like just the opening musical number alone. The song is called "It's Another Day of Sun." It's pretty unbelievable. Like because the film starts off on a on a freeway, and it just keeps and basically the musical number just keeps going up and back up and down the freeway as all the people, dancers and singers, like exit their car and start doing performing the song. And just Jesus Christ, everything from the energy, the choreography, that just how bright and colorful everything looked like. Just like everyone was wearing like the most bright and most vibrant of colors. Like it was so appealing to the eye. Like it was such a wonderfully racially diverse cast. The person I saw it with, like, basically said was like the anti-Trump America musical number, and I couldn't help but laugh when they said that, and it's so great. I don't even know how, like, I can't even imagine the amount of preparation that they do just for the fact, like, they had to make it keep looking like it can't, how they made this look like one continuous shot, just like just how good the dancing is, just how well the music's integrated, just the energy it has going for it. It's spectacular. Like when when the final note hits and then like the title pops up of La La Land, like I really did feel like I was watching like the opening number of a musical, like how, because like a lot of musicals they open, they'll have like a really giant number, and then they'll close the curtain, like flash the title of the musical, while so the audience can applaud while all the actors get in position for to start the actual performance. Now, like start the plot. In this movie though, like it does feel like that. It honestly feels like they're trying to mimic that. It's like, and it does work incredibly well, because like when the title card of La La Land popped up, my audience did, like one of my members of my audience like did start applauding, and like I wanted to applaud, but I said no, wait, this is a movie, I don't need to do that. But it's just the amount of energy he was able to create is so spectacular. This in my opinion is one of the single greatest openings to any movie of all time, and I applaud this movie for that. And not just that, just the first third of this movie. The first third is just perfection. The musical numbers are fantastic. The plot is a very likable plot and a well done one. Just the overall feel, the acting, the cinematography, it's all so wonderfully handled. Like I said, the story, because it's a basic story. It's like one of those like story. It's like you've seen it before, like just a story of like how, what are you willing to sacrifice, or like how far are you willing to go to pursue your dreams and not give up on them. And even though it's been done before, it's very well done here, because you do really like, because Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are both incredibly likable in their roles, and like I said, just the music, the cinematography, just everything is so good in that first third, and I was gonna have to give this movie credit. It could be really funny at times. I just wanted to throw that in there just for the fact there was a lot of really well done dry wit to this film that had me laughing really hard at times. So the good of this movie, the acting is great, the opening number, the first third in its entirety, the cinematography is some of the best I've ever seen. It's pretty incredible. So what did I not like about this movie? And this makes me really sad to say this, because let me tell you, when that first third happened, like when I reached the end of the first third, I was really ready to say, like, this is my favorite movie of 2016. This is the single greatest movie musical I've ever seen. It deserves every bit of praise it's getting. Go see this right now. But my balloons I was riding high, and I felt like I was somewhat brought down a few pegs, because it's just, this movie is just not as good after the first third. Like, there's a real drop in quality, in my opinion, after the first third, and I really do chalk that up to this movie almost feels like it's a shame to be a musical after the first third, because after that first third, because like the first third has like the three big numbers of it, Another Day of Sun, Waiting in the Crowd, and What a Beautiful Night. They're all fantastically done and fantastically handled. Like, just like, especially the first two, Another Day of Sun, like, and Waiting in the Crowd. Like, I felt like I had to catch my breath after them. They were such energetic, such fantastically done scenes. But after the song, What a Beautiful Night, there's really not any musical numbers after it. Like it almost feels like it's a shame. Like I said, it feels like it's a shame to call itself a movie musical, and because of that, from after that first third, I was always waiting for the next big number to happen. I was always waiting for the next, just something on the caliber of that first third to show up again. And it does at the very end of the movie. Like, Emma Stone gets one big song at the end to herself, which she does sing very well. It's called Here's to the Fools. And that's well done. But it's just weird. Like, there's a bunch of music, and it always looks like they're about to start singing, but they don't. They dance, and there's music playing. They just don't sing. And it just made me sad, because, like, because... like I said, that first third was just so spectacularly done, and like I said, I was always waiting for that next big number to happen, but it never shows up, and it just really needed to keep being a musical, and it's like, what's a good comparison? It's like Once, it feels like after the first third, this wants to be more like a Once kind of musical, in which Once is very grounded in reality, and like it's only like the two main it's only like the main characters singing, and like they're like fully aware they're singing. Like, I forget what that's called when it's supposed to be they're aware they're singing. It's not like it's just made up for it. Like, it exists, like it's supposed to, it just exists like in this world. Like, I forget what that's called, but the problem is, with something like Once, though, is Once knew, okay, if we're gonna go this way, we're not gonna have any big, like, giant numbers, because that would defeat the purpose of what we're going for, to be grounded in reality. The problem is the first third of this movie is not at all grounded in reality. It is those big, giant numbers, and so it doesn't work when, like, the rest of the movie tries to do that. And even with Once, they still had a few songs, like, even they after like the bigger ones, like, they still had a few songs. There's really, like I said, just not that much singing after the first third, and it is just so distracting, because those first third was just so unbelievable. Just the fact how, like, all of them looked like one continuous shot, the singing, the dancing, it was the color, the energy. I was desperately waiting for that for the rest of the movie, and I never got it, which really bums me out, because let me tell you, if it kept going that way, if it kept being that giant, like, energetic musical, like, even like one of the, like, the very last scene of the movie, like, it honestly feels like it's about to be a reprise of the song Waiting in the Crowd. The music is playing, it looks like they're about to start singing, but they don't, and there's literally actors dancing, no one's singing, though, and it's really depressing, because, like, if this really kept going with what I was doing with that first third, I would honestly have said this is the greatest movie of 2016. This is, in my opinion, the greatest movie musical ever made. Go out and see it right now, but I'm sorry, I just can't forgive the fact that this is a movie musical and had such an unbelievable first third with its music, and then just, like, drops it after that in total, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm gonna have to give La La Land a 4.5 out of 5. It's still a fantastic movie, I loved it, but it's not perfection. Like, I was gonna say, like, if this movie kept going the way it did after its first third, I would say this is better than Arrival, this is better than Moana, this is the best movie of 2016, but it doesn't, it just drops it, and I am very sadly disappointed by that. I really wanted to say this was a 5 out of 5 movie, best movie musical ever, like so many critics did, but I just can't, because I just was waiting for that next big musical number, and it never happens, and it really depresses me, so, yeah. But still, go see La La Land just for the first third. The first third is just the opening number is worth the price of admission. So yeah, that's La La Land. Yeah, definitely go see it. If you like movie musicals, even if you don't, I'd still say go see it, because it is so fantastic. YouTube, as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.